Alright guys, hey, what is up? It is me, Sam, again, and today doing a little blog. It's been close to about a month since I've last uploaded. Where have I been lately? The simple answer is I've been really busy the last month with college because I was finishing up another semester and just trying to get through it. It was very long. It felt short, but it felt extremely long. Like, it just kept going on and on. If you can't tell, I'm just really tired. I haven't really been getting the most sleep lately. Just been kind of exhausted. And like the last few months have been very hectic with school, and I just haven't had really the chance to really sit down, I guess, just discussing. I've done smaller videos here and there, like unboxings, but I just been feeling really burned out lately. Just this whole year has just kind of burned me out and just made me feel not the best, just more tired than I have been in the last few years, mostly because of just everything that's happened this year. Like, my school this semester was done entirely on Zoom, which was not great. I just not really a big fan of Zoom. I prefer to be in person, but due to COVID and the pandemic, that hasn't really been like the chance. I mean, I have gone to my campus a couple times, mostly for questions. Like, I had to go ask about how am I gonna pay for classes, so that wasn't too hard. In terms of other news, I did pass the semester. I got like an A in my intro to graphic design class and a B in my photography class, which is the class I had the hardest time with. Not because it was hard, it's just some of the photo techniques just weren't sticking with me, I guess, if that makes sense. I still passed, and that was pretty great for me. Another thing that's also been happening is just, I guess in a way, just I've been like having a habit lately where I don't go to bed right away. I'll stay up until like 1 in the morning. Like last night, I just relaxed and played a Hades on my Switch. But in other news, I tried getting a PS5 yesterday, which has been a huge issue. And unfortunately, when I tried to get one, the site crashed, and I was like, you know what, fuck this. I'm just gonna wait till the next few months because this isn't even worth getting a PS5 anymore, because the scalpers have found a way to pretty much beat me every time I try to get one. It's like, just even the Series X I thought would be easier to find, but weirdly enough just has not, because usually this doesn't happen with Xbox. Usually you find it pretty easily, but the Series X this year, due to the pandemic, I guess limited their sales. Maybe that's the reason, but I really don't know. In other news, I've been watching a lot of Mandalorian. That's been getting really, really good. The season finale airs this Friday. I may do a review of it. I'm not sure yet. In terms of other things I wanted to discuss, the magfest blog from 2020. Unfortunately, well, not surprisingly, magfest 2021 was canceled due to COVID, which makes sense. I mean, I wasn't even going to go this year because I would go on any other circumstances, but due to the pandemic and so forth, they were trying to prevent the inevitable. Like, they tried to say, oh, we're having magfest still. It was like back in August, I think a few days after my birthday, they were saying, are you gonna go to magfest? I'm like, I'm not going because it is too much of a health hazard. And then not even 2 weeks later, I think just not even like a month later, they said, yeah, we're canceling it. So they're doing a telethon, I think, to help pay for next year for 2022, which, hey, if magfest 2022 happens next year, which I really hope, because I do love magfest, I'll be extremely happy, because it's one of my favorite places to be. And usually, like, the last 2 years, when it's happened right after Christmas. And usually we're all coming, and I've got that high where I'm still on like winter break, and it helps because I have so much fun. Like, last magfest was a blast. Like, I had so much fun. There was a lot of. I went to my first cosplay photo shoot, which was even bet, which was a lot of fun. It was for Square Enix, so I got to do a 9S cosplay that I've done before, which I do show off in my Magfest blog video, but judging by now, I'm not sure if I still should release it. It's still unfinished, and I still have all the footage from it, but I just haven't had the motivation to do it this year. Like, it's just how the year has turned out. Like, I remember when I got back from Magfest, this actually happened. This actually happened. I got home from Magfest, and I got home at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, because I left early in the morning, around noon, because my friend and I, like, we kind of saw everything we saw at Magfest. Everybody was starting to leave, so we kind of avoided the rush, and got home at 2 o'clock. I ended up staying up like a little later. I stayed up until like around 11:30 at night, and this actually happened where I was going to sleep. I got a text message from a guy. I got a call, and the thing is, I didn't know who the call was. I was just some spammer trying to call me at like 3 in the fucking morning. And apparently I rear-ended their car when I was not even in state where I live. I was out of state in Washington, D.C. for MagFest. So the guy calls me and says, "You rear-ended my car," and I think that might have been an omen to show how shit this year was going to be, because I told the guy straight up, look, I wasn't even in this state when I was out of state for like 5 days. I left New Year's Eve, came back January 5th. It's just, I don't know why exactly who gave him my information, but I think that might have been an omen to show what 2020 was going to have in store. And that was pretty annoying, but I was like, yeah, everything's going to be fine, and then, you know. But in terms of other things, this year, I guess another aspect that was kind of a burnout for me was school, because in the first, I think 8 weeks of the semester before I went on spring break, I had to drive an hour and a half to get to my college at Delaware Tech, and I would leave my house around, I'd say 8 o'clock, 9 in the morning, get there around 10:30 or 11, get to my first class, and then I'd have another class. So I had a routine going, and despite the drives, I never felt tired. I mean, there were times where I had to pull off the road, just kind of rub my eyes, wake up a little bit, but I was never exhausted, you know. But I feel like with just losing that routine, it just kind of wore me out, like not having much to go off of, because I think a lot of people didn't really have a routine this year. A lot of people, including myself, lost their daily routine, and I think that's maybe why I was burned out. And yeah, it's just, I don't really know what else to talk about. This is just me saying a bunch of things, and I just dropped my class ring. I guess another thing I could talk about is I did get Cyberpunk, and I got the Day 1 edition, which I wish I hadn't, because I pre-ordered it back in July. I was like, everything's going to be fine. I pre-ordered my copy. But I had a PS4 Pro, and the one thing that sucked was in the last month, my friend was like, hey, let's play Fortnite. And I think I had like 8 things running in the background at once, and my PS4 just straight up turned off. I was like, maybe it overheated. I don't know what the hell happened. So it didn't happen for the rest of the week, and then I tried playing Wolfenstein. I got an update that said YouTube had corrupted data, and I didn't realize that, and my PS4 Pro basically bricked itself, and now I'm using my base PS4, which isn't bad. I've had my old PS4 since 2013, which was 7 years ago, and Cyberpunk 2077, if you've seen gameplay, doesn't really run that well, which I might do a video discussing that, angry rant. But I also did get a pretty cool steelbook. I was going to do an unboxing for this, but I was like, you know what, I don't need to show everything I unbox. But yeah, it's just, it was a weird situation where it seemed like there was a shit show. Like, I knew, like, and then my PS4 Pro breaks because I guess Fortnite wasn't working. It this year's been a mess, man. Like, and I'm gonna try to get a PS5 beginning of next year if I can. Like, hopefully I'll have the money by then. But you know, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video of me discussing things of what's been happening with me lately. I know I went off to ramble off and kind of got sidetracked, but thanks for watching this video, guys. If you liked it, hit the like button, subscribe, you know, all that noise. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time, and goodbye.